So at this point, you've made a button and you've inserted it into the right place in your movie, into a button layer and in the last keyframe of that button layer. And you have double-clicked to change the different states. So we've done the over state and the hit state. And we go back to scene 1. So what we'd like to do is to see if our buttons actually worked. Now when you want to test out your movie, you go to the control menu and you would click on test movie and watch what happens. So here's the way the movie begins. My two characters move out to the middle. The heart flies. She says yay. They move off to the stage. And then as you saw, there was just a little flash of the button. But it didn't actually stop the movie so that I could click on the button. So what we need to do is add what we call a stop action. So we're going to add yet another layer, and this layer must be at the very top. Okay, so this actions layer is going to be at the very top, and we are going to label it stop. And it's just simply noting that it's the stop action. So we're going to insert a keyframe again into the stop layer and the last frame of the movie. So I'm going to control click, insert keyframe, and basically at this, when the playhead gets to this keyframe here, so as the movie plays and the playhead gets to this point here, we want the movie to stop in order for the person to click on the button. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We are going to add what we call an action. So we're going to control click on the keyframe. So let's control click the keyframe. We are going to go all the way down to actions. And then you'll get the actions panel up. Now the first thing you need to look for is that it says that it's a frame that we're adding an action to. So it should say actions-frame. And yours will probably look something like this. It'll come up like this. It should be ActionScript 1.0 and 2.0. If your script assist, if there's no area up here for your script assist, then you want to click on script assist. We actually want this grayed out area at the top here. You will click on global functions, so it's just a single click. Then you will click on timeline control, and these are the different actions that you can apply. So what we want to do is tell the timeline to stop playing when it hits that frame that we're adding this action to. So I would just double click stop, and what you'll notice is Flash automatically added the action script to this, okay? And the action script is just the programming language that allows our movie to interact, to be interactive and to do things. So we're going to just double click on stop, and then we're just simply going to close out of this. What you'll notice here is that now there's an A in this keyframe, which is signifying that there is an action attached to this keyframe, okay? So now when we control and test out the movie, our two characters will move out, and ideally this will stop at the last keyframe, which is keyframe 124. Okay, and there's our button. So we can see when we mouse over the button, it changed, and this is my over state, okay? And what you'll also notice is the active area is a little bit bigger than the button itself. So you'll notice as I get closer to the button, it activates, okay? And that's just simply because I made a large rectangle and I made the active area a little bit bigger.